In this video, I'm going to be revealing the two most surprising things that do happen in Easter time. Okay, so what you need to do is just sit and watch and learn the two surprising things that happen in the history of Easter during the Easter time. Now, we all Christians know that Easter time is the time that Christ was crucified, and after he was buried, he rose again on the third day and ascended into heaven. Right now, there are things that happen during the Easter time till these days. Okay, and one of the things that happen, one could be called blasphemy, because I take it to be a blasphemy, and I don't like it because it seems to me to be a mockery. That someone trying to portray the character of Jesus during the Easter, more especially the African continent. It's the way they act, the whole thing is always crazy. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the African portrayal of Jesus Christ during the Easter time. You see a lot of things go on in Africa, more especially a country like Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia, and so many other African countries, trying to portray the character of Jesus Christ, and they do it in the most unusual way, because you see someone who is portraying the character of Jesus dancing on the cross, which doesn't make any sense. I have never seen a situation where Jesus danced on the cross. So if you're trying to portray a certain character, I don't even think it's comfortable for everything. So if you cannot bear the pain, why then do you have to take the chance of going to portray the character? Doesn't make any single sense. And I suggest that all Christians should be cautioned about this whole thing, because this is not a Christian life. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't portray anything, because what you're doing is not what Jesus Christ did. Jesus never danced on the cross, and he never kicked the soldier, and he never do all sort of things that you guys are portraying. It's not only in Nigeria, it's not only in Africa, more especially in other parts of the world, where they try to portray the character of Jesus Christ during the Easter time, and they do it in the most disgusting way. It doesn't make sense. I myself, as a Christian, I don't support that idea. If you cannot do it perfectly the way it is done, forget about everything. If you can do it the way it's supposed to be done, it doesn't mean that you will be nailed like directly to your palms and everything. No, but you should know the way you do this whole thing. Okay, and yourself, your heart knows the best way you can do it, and you say, okay, I'm really doing this exactly the way I'm supposed to do it. Not coming to mock Christ, disguising yourself to be portraying the character. That doesn't make sense. And the number two things that happen during the Easter, and this is real, is the holy fire that descend in the tomb of Jesus Christ. Once you go there during the Easter time, you don't have to light up your candle. You just go there during the Easter time, and your candle will be light up immediately once the Holy Spirit descend. You remember when after the death of Jesus, after he resurrected, you remember that the disciples were so scared and so they were so afraid that they locked themselves indoor and they were praying heavily. And that was when the fire of the Holy Spirit descended on them, and the fire was burning on their head and was not hurting them. This is exactly what does happen to Easter time, where Jesus was buried. You just go there and pray, and your candle will light up on its own, and the fire doesn't hurt anyone, doesn't burn. It's just the miracle of God just happening during the Easter time. So these are the things that happen during the Easter time. So it's the historical stuff that go on during the Easter time that most people do not know. And the one I really do not support is that of African people or any part of the world trying to portray the character of Jesus and do it in the most amazing way, like they're trying to mock Christ. I do not support that. And as a Christian brother, I advise those who are involving themselves in such act to desist from it, because you are not telling a true story about Christian life and everything. Okay, so if you are living Christian life, you live it accordingly, the way it was written in the Bible, and how Jesus Christ went through, the pains that he went through, and you portrayed exactly the way he did portray it, not coming out to do all sort of things because you feel like it's fun and all those. No, that is wrong to me. I don't accept it. And if I ever find myself in the kind of situation, I just walk away, okay? Because everybody has their own belief and everything, and that is not my belief. And I can't sit in a place where people trying to mock God, telling you that they are praising God. Doesn't make sense.